Welcome to the December edition of Sweden Today. We shall be showing several of our cherished traditions in this program. In the darkness of December, Lucia comes and spreads her light in our homes, and early on Christmas morning we go to church for the traditional Christmas service. Of course, we shall be meeting Santa Claus too. He has promised to be with us in our program with lots of surprises. In this way, we will meet the requests of many who have written to us. This dress that I'm wearing is the Sweden dress. There are more and more people who are wearing this on grand occasions, even our Queen Sylvia. Would you like to know more about it? Please contact us. We'll also like to thank all who have written to us and hope you will continue writing to us. Here's our address. Sweden Today, 50006, Borås, Sweden. There are going to be lots of Christmas presents that could be yours in this program, so keep your eyes open. We shall then pick out several letters and the lucky senders will get a Christmas present. And now the news.
A lot of things have happened in Sweden recently, and here are some of them. The nuclear power station at Barsebäck will be closing down within the next 2 years. It's now clear that this winding up policy will be taken by the Swedish government. Efforts are being made for the best possible solution, and consultations with the leaders of all political parties are planned. The energy question also includes the possible use of wind power, and an investigation has given close consideration to different areas along the west coast of Sweden, which is the most suitable for wind power. King Carl XVI Gustav and Queen Sylvia have been on an official visit to Egypt. The Egyptian President Mohammed Hosni Mubarak and his wife Suzanne were their hosts during the visit. A full program had been arranged, which included a visit to the pyramids, a meeting with some camels, and a visit to Egypt's architectural masterpiece, the Temple of Ramses II at Abu Simbel. The increasing interest shown by Swedes in antiques and art has created special antique fairs and auctions. Recently, the home of a Gothenburg couple, Nils Svensson and his wife Malin, fell under the auctioneer's hammer after their deaths, aged 94 and 95 years old. They had willed their home, complete with valuable furniture, paintings, and carpets, to 2 cancer funds. Among the many valuable things auctioned was a genuine Hauptbureau together with a lot of silver. The Gothenburg auctioneers raised about 4 million Swedish crowns. The largest commercial center in Scandinavia is almost complete and will be open to the public at the beginning of April next year. It's located in Jönköping and has been built on the site of the regimental barracks of the artillery and will include shops, department stores, a hotel, and services. The building is estimated to cost 600 million crowns. The man responsible for the project, called the A6 Center, is Managing Director Ingmar Boman, whom we'll meet in this short interview.
What's the idea behind this project and what's unique with A6 Center?
It's a unique combination of a regional shopping mall and a care center, and care stands for culture, amusement, recreation and entertainment. The new shopping mall is built just over the highway E4 between Stockholm and Malmö. And inside you can see parts of the old buildings combined with modern architecture. The shopping center has 3 anchors, hypermarkets as Ops, B&W and IKEA.
Volvo is the first Scandinavian company to take advantage of the latest American financing form, asset-backed securities. Through a share issue in the car leasing agreement in the USA, Volvo gets 1.5 billion Swedish crowns, according to the newsletter in Business USA. The issue has taken place through Volvo Finance North America in cooperation with the First Boston Investment Bank. Astrid Lindgren has been appointed Swede of the Year in America. She is known as a writer of the books and movie successes Pippi Longstocking and Emil i Lönneberga, among others. Last year, Prince Bertil was appointed. The traditional tennis tournament, the Stockholm Open, has been held in the Royal Tennis Hall in Stockholm. The final was a completely Swedish affair between Mats Wilander and Stefan Edberg. Stefan Edberg won by 6-2, 6-1, 6-1. The Swedish team will meet Australia in the Davis Cup at the end of December in Australia.
As you already might have noticed, we're not in our studio today. We are in a house together with a family who lives here. They live in a team burrow house, as 27% of the Swedes do. We are going to prepare Christmas in different ways, together with the Löfström family. We would like to start our preparations by making a Christmas dish in the Electrolux Future Kitchen. Here, Gunnar Schmidt from Electrolux Test Kitchen shows how the stockfish, or lutfisk, looks like before it's soaked in lye. Gunnar is now going to make a lutfisk gratin in the Frigidaire kitchen. When the stockfish has been soaked in lye, it has got its right consistency. This lutfisk comes from Malin's Fisk in Gothenburg. Start with buttering a oven-proof dish. Then cut the lutfisk into pieces and put them in the dish.
A food mixer from Electrolux.
Pour whipping cream into a food mixer and whip it. When the cream is ready, add tomato puree, mustard, dill, salt and pepper, and mix it. Pour the sauce over the fish and spread it out. Fry it in the oven for about 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, the lutfisk gratin is ready to serve.
An oven-proof dish from Nils Johan. Snow caps, sleeping bag, and snow scarves from Fjällräven.
A much-loved Swedish tradition is Lucia. She comes with lighted candles on her head, spreading light and goodwill in the darkness of December. We shall meet Lucia and her followers in this classic Dalarna environment.
Lucia,
A Doll's House from Lundby.
One of the most popular books in Sweden is Nils Holgersson's Wonderful Journey. The author, Selma Lagerlöf, has written a story about Nils Holgersson, a boy from the south of Sweden who explores the whole of Sweden by riding on the back of a goose. The book has been turned into a Swedish musical, and the premiere will take place shortly in Karlstad. The well-known director Alf Kjellin, who usually is working in Hollywood, has come home to Sweden to direct the show.
Alf Kjellin, back in Sweden again. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
How about your feeling coming back in this way?
Well, I lived here for many years, and I even played in this theater many times. So it's a good feeling to be back. I haven't been here in 35 years. So now I'm back, and I could never have dreamt to come back to direct an opera. I mean, a play would be within reach, but an opera is far beyond what I ever thought. I'm working with a story written by one of the best writers in the world, and besides a far relative of mine. And so the feeling and the atmosphere is good. What they have created in this theater is remarkable, because there's a group of fairly young people who have enthusiasm that you can't help but feel as soon as you get close to this. And it is a family feeling of, and they are daring. They like to do something new, create something, and which is shown. They have shown in the past, and they show it now too. They get this crazy man over from L.A. to direct this opera, and I've never directed opera before. I don't know what they're thinking about, but they must think about something. So they are daring, and they do this, and maybe, hopefully, it will pay off. I think it will be an opera that we can identify with, even that it was written 80 years ago. But I think it still talks to young people, old people, and I think maybe in the process of having a good time and having a little bit of a fairy tale, we will pick up and learn something about how to be to our fellow man, and maybe about nature, maybe about animals. A lot of animals in this, as you know. So we have a lot of costumes and heads. There are birds and cat and cow and fox and so on.
Skirt from Vals. A blouse from Almia. Chef Center from Trade Market Sweden, Albea.
The name of the artist who has created these pictures is Stig-Ove Jämseby, and is very famous in Sweden. Stig-Ove is represented in the private collection of Their Majesties the King and the Queen of Sweden, as well as in the collections of many major corporations in our country, such as Honeywell Bull, Ericsson, Abbott Scandinavia, banks and construction companies. He's had over a dozen exhibitions in Sweden and Germany since 1979, for instance, at the Stockholm International Art Fair. Stig-Ove is now planning to have exhibitions all around the world, as the interest for his art is growing very quickly.
sheets from Väveribolaget. Curtains and tablecloths from Ludvig Svensson.
On Christmas morning, many Swedes go to church to hear the gospel for Christmas Day and to sing the traditional carols. We have visited one of the oldest Protestant churches in Sweden, the 14th century Hedared Stave Church. The priest, Gustav Liljeqvist, reads the Christmas Gospel, and we hear a much-loved carol which tells us that Christmas is here at last.
Upplyft era hjärtan till Gud och hör juldagens heliga evangelium. Så skriver evangelisten Lukas. Det hände sig vid den tiden att från kejsar Augustus utgick ett påbud att hela världen skulle skattskrivas. Detta var den första skattskrivningen och den hölls när Quirinius var landshövding över Syrien. Då färdades alla, var och en till sin stad för att låta skattskriva sig. Så gjorde och Josef, och eftersom han var av Davids hus och släkt, for han från staden Nasaret i Galileen upp till Davids stad som heter Betlehem i Judeen, för att låta skattskriva sig jämte Maria, sin trolovade, som var havande.
Coffee service from Rörstrand. Pickled herring, caviar, and anchovies from Abba. Rye crisp bread, original knäckebröd from Siljans Knäcke. Cider and glögg from Herrljunga Cider. a punch bowl from Nils Johan.
Don't forget to write us. You might be the one who receives one of our Christmas presents. Here's our address again. Sweden Today, 50006, Borås, Sweden. Now we'd like our Santa to repeat the Christmas presents.
Merry Christmas.
It gives us great pleasure to introduce Agneta Fältskog, one of the former members of the famous ABBA group, together with Ola Håkansson, who with this song has not only written a hit, but also a beautiful description of our wonderful country, Sweden. We'd like to thank you for watching us, and we send you our warmest greetings and wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Take me high out of the blue. You're by my side whenever I need you. The way you smile, the way you move. Why should I try